Just in the mood. Just got finished taking Meal to Papados to celebrate her birthday. So Papados, yeah. I remember that day where we were sitting at the restaurant as boyfriend and girlfriend. This man whipped out this diamond bracelet. It was like this promise.
Oh, you talking about when I proposed to you?
Tennis bracelet. That thing was so beautiful, honey. How long have we been married?
Huh?
How long have we been married?
About 15. Almost 15. 15? Almost 15 years.
Almost, yeah. We had 14.
14 and some change.
Mm-hmm. That's so good. Yeah. I really want to get to that brownie. Scrumptious.
Yeah, that was an interesting proposal. That was right before we went on that cruise.
Indeed, it was. Was the bracelet a proposal? I don't think it was.
It wasn't really a proposal. It was more like a
just
a
like
gift.
a nice gift that he gave me, honey.
But it was followed up with the proposal.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. We went on our first cruise together. That was a Carnival. Yeah, we went to.
Yes, Carnival cruise. We went to Bahamas.
Yeah, to the Bahamas.
It was like a 4-day, 3-night cruise that we had went on.
Yep. It was right around my birthday, around that time.
Yep, October, because it was cheap. It was literally $600 to get on this particular cruise ship.
But this was 15 years ago too, so really about 16 years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, she almost left me, y'all.
Listen.
On the boat.
I didn't have time for the game.
On the boat.
Oh, that brownie is way at the bottom. It's
So what had happened was, we were getting ready to board the ship, and I went through the metal detector, and I pinged because I had her wedding ring or her ring in my pocket, and she was like, "What in the world?" So she looked back, and I told the security lady. Shout out to the lady. I don't know if she was a sweet Jamaican lady. I don't even know if she still worked for the cruise lines anymore. But she was like, "What's in your pocket?" And I opened up the box of shoulders. She handed it to me. So she took it and kind of played it off. And at that point, I felt like she was already a little suspicious as to what was going on. So I had to throw her off the trail. So I started kind of like being real short with her. And she was just asking questions, and I was just like, "Man, it's all right, it's all right, it's all right, it's all right." But she wasn't used to me being like that. I'm a talkative person, as most people would know. And by the time we got on the boat, it had got real. It was thick in the air. The dissension was thick in the air. And at that point, she kind of walked off of me, and I didn't even know she had walked off. I was just enjoying the view, and then I looked, I was like, uh-oh. So I had to find her. She was at like the front of the boat, kind of like where, they did Titanic at Jack.
Yeah.
And so I kind of got behind her, kneeled down. It was folks all around us too. Dropped down on one knee, opened up a box. I tapped on her shoulder. She turned around. She looked at me. She seen the ring. She hit me on my shoulder. She abused me. She beat me on my shoulder. She did say yes, as you can see. But yeah, that was it. It wasn't a plan exactly. It was part of the plan. I planned on doing it in front of a bunch of people anyway, because she couldn't say no. People don't say no in front of people anyway. So
they do.
That's just terrible. If you say no in front of the people, that's terrible. Just end it later. Let the man live with some dignity in the beginning, ladies. But yeah, that's how we that's part of the journey.
I had absolutely no idea that he had a ring. We just were going on a Carnival cruise together. We had never been on a cruise, and then with him, I just wanted to take him out of the country. He traveled throughout the United States, but I was just like, let's just do something different. Let's just go on this cruise or whatever. I had no idea that he had a ring. He had already given me the bracelet sometime, maybe like a month prior to. So I really didn't know that he was getting ready to propose to me. I really didn't. And so with him doing all of that, it just took me off guard. It actually reminded me of an ex that I had who used to talk to me crazy. And so I had flashbacks. Like, again, he had never talked to me the way that he was talking to me. He was just extra rude for no reason. I had no idea why. We
throw off the trail.
A trail that he thought that I was on, because again, I didn't know anything about a proposal. I really didn't. And I didn't know he had a ring. So I didn't know what the heck was going on. In the back of my head, I was just like, bro, I'm about to get off this boat and go get back in this car. He better be glad we spent all this money. But I was just thinking, my mind was whirling. I was just like, I can't do this again. Because you know how you get to know people for a time and y'all fall in love, but then their true colors start showing later on down the line. That's what I thought was happening at this moment. That his true colors
thought I was
showing.
crazy.
I did.
I've been rock solid since
I literally
day
started
one.
plotting and planning. I was like, after this shit.
And we drove her car down there. She was gonna leave me probably.
After this cruise was over with, because we had already spent the money, I was like, I'm finna break up with this man because I'm not doing this again. Because I had already set my standards. I was like, not doing this again with another dude. Just can't do it. But again, where we were at, the sun was setting. It was so beautiful. And he got down on one knee. And I was just so confused. I was like, this man was just talking to me crazy. And now he proposing. What is going on?
And I wasn't even really talking to her
He was
crazy.
playing with my emotions.
I was short with her.
Yeah.
I wasn't speaking no kind of disrespectfulness. I was just short.
Yeah.
I was like, I got it, type of
melting.
thing. Yeah, so, yeah.
Yeah. But I said, yeah. We had a good time on the cruise for sure. We met at a restaurant called Spun Divots.
In Atlanta.
Shout out to Young Jeezy. He talks about Spun Divots in his music from back in the day. So now we're showing our age a little bit. But Spun Divots it was a great place back then. Now my opinion of it,
it's still good.
It's a little bit different now. You know, of course things change over time.
It was more alcohol involved in the beginning.
We
so
met through
everything tastes good
some friends.
Yeah, so one of our friends was invited all us there, and shout out to my cousin Twan. He was supposed to go, but he didn't go. He told me to take his spot, which he still ended up pulling up. And I walked in. I was fresh to death. ATL had ATL coat, Air Force One. That boy was clean. That boy was clean.
Driving a whole bubble Caprice.
Hey, my bubble was clean.
From the South, you know what we're talking
with
about.
With the rallies on it, shawty. And some 12s in the back.
Bruh.
Beating.
Yes, beating, honey.
But, yeah, so I spoke to the young lady, you know. I seen her walk off. She had a walk that was quite enticing. And she was at the bar, spoke, you know, and when we finally got our table, she sat beside me.
22 years old.
She sat beside me on purpose. She said she just sat with open seat. She sat beside me on purpose. America, she sat beside me. Internet, she sat beside me on purpose.
Listen.
I was about 100 pounds lighter too. I was saying, woo, gotta get that right.
It was a lot of couples. Everybody was booed up except for us. It was me, him, and another dude. It was just the three of us. We were like the seventh wheels. None of us had a guy or a female with us. So I'm sandwiched in between. We were sitting like in this half circular table. Everybody else sitting with their female and they dude. I'm in the middle of him. He was on this side. And then there was another guy who was a couple of years younger than me. And so the guy on this side liked me. And I didn't know him. But I knew the other guy on that side, but I wasn't interested in him at all. He was a little too young for me, you know, at the time. So I just was not interested. And this guy over here, he over here ordering Grey Goose shots and just turning up.
I only had like 4 or 5.
He had a lot.
I was,
but everybody was drinking.
I was getting some.
Except for me.
I was getting some liquid courage in me.
I'm gonna put a top on this. It's melting, but it's so good.
I was getting some liquid courage, like I was saying, and we spoke. We chatted up. She gave me the interview questions without putting me on the interview. She was like, "Are you in school?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm in school to be an engineer." She shook her head. I was like, "Okay, what you doing?" At the time, she was in school too, so I was like, "Okay, you know." We both had our plans, and she laughed. All you gotta do is get them to laugh, fellas. Get them to laugh, you in there. Trust me, trust me.
It's true, because
She.
sense of humor, honey, that was like one of my main things that I wanted in a guy. He had to make me laugh. Like, if he didn't make me laugh, if he was too serious, then he just wasn't the one for me. And he had a perfect sense of humor.
Well, thank you.
Coming off.
Thank you very
It
much.
was funny.
Quite hilarious.
And the guy on the other side was just kind of quiet or whatever, being bashful. But this person right here, talkative, he's very social. Very, very extroverted. I myself, I'm a little introverted, extroverted. I'm in between. So sometimes I talk in a room. Sometimes I don't. I sit back and I just, you know, kind of look and see what's going on. This guy, he talk. But ain't nothing wrong with that, because This man can sell a water to a well. Sell some water to a well. That's what he can sell. He's a great salesman, negotiator. You have to have the gift of gab to do that.
I got a bridge in Brooklyn for sale if anybody looking. But so after all of that, we ate our food and stuff. I asked her for the number, and as we were leaving, I asked her to give me a kiss on the cheek. Well, I asked her for a kiss. She kind of looked at me crazy. I was like, "Can I get a kiss on the cheek?" So
he did.
She came in.
But he did it. I don't kiss dudes on no first nothing. Kiss nobody cheek, nothing, no hand, nothing. I don't kiss nothing.
She kissed me.
But he just had me so like comfortable, and he had me laughing the whole night. He was adorable. And so after we left, because he was so adorable, I was like, it's harmless. He's like, kiss me on the cheek. Just kind of flirtatious. Like, I was like, okay. Mwah. And then I kissed him.
She kissed hard.
And I gave him my number, and when you call me?
I don't know.
Y'all know the rule. Don't call on the first night. At least that used to be a rule. I don't know what the single folk doing now, but
they on Instagram talking.
Yeah, that's what they doing. They don't call me.
Don't DM on the first night.
He called me.
I was trying to see what she was up to. Like, the night was still young, America.
He sure did.
The night was still young, America. I was trying to see what she was up to. I was in my car, had them drop to everybody else, you know. And then I wanted her make sure I had the right number to her. Just make sure she gave me the right number. She didn't give me no dummy number.
You gotta stop saying America. It might be folk from Switzerland watching.
The world, universe.
Africa, anywhere.
Universe.
The international.
The universe. She spoke to me, and you know she talked to me on the phone, and took off from there. We went from that to talking late night. We ain't never fall asleep on the phone. We went to talk. I'm finna get my sleep.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, we were 22. We both had jobs. Well, he had his college life, and I was in school as well, but I was also working. And I had, you know, my own place and everything. So we ain't stay up on the phone and go to bed. It was just like, good night, gotta go to sleep, gotta go to work in the morning. Got bills to pay.
Yeah, and I started courting her once I found out about a job and all that. Sending stuff to a job, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Making other ladies jealous.
Listen, men and ladies, if you are in that girlfriend and boyfriend stage, definitely send gifts to the job, because that is a plus. You know, that definitely demonstrates.
It helps.
It does. It is a plus. It definitely helps. And then he just started making it rain on me. That's what he did. Went shopping. All
I don't know what you're talking about. I was unemployed.
Unemployed.
I was self-employed.
Legally.
I was self-employed. I had 3 businesses.
He don't do it no more.
I had a computer business. I had a car audio business. And I had another business.
That street pharmacy business. So, but, you know, for me, I wasn't like a gold digger, nothing like that. I didn't ask him to buy me the most expensive purses and things. And we talked about this on the last video.
One thing she ever asked for was some boots, some baby fat boots.
Oh, y'all remember baby fat?
Yeah. That's the only thing she ever asked for.
Yeah, I did. That was the only thing I asked for. But I never asked him for money because, I mean, honestly, I was working before I met him. So I just provided myself. But the gifts that he gave were definitely a plus. So we
still got some stuff like the builder bags.
Yeah, we do.
And rose vases.
Andre 3000 said vase.
Vase, yeah. We still got some of that stuff, so yeah.
Yeah, we do. So
and go ahead. I was gonna say, in wrapping this up, court your wife. You'll never know when you meet her. Court your girlfriend. Court your boyfriend. 2 ladies. You know, we like shoes, underwear, cologne, simple stuff.
And food. They love food.
Food. Cook for us. Take us out to eat, but cook for us.
All of that, yeah.
Cook for us. If you can't cook, cook something.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. So, and then another tip is, don't try to live your life like how you see on TV and on Netflix and on social media, because it's just not real life. Real life is being self-serving and serving others. That's what real life is. And if you truly and are passionately in love with someone, then be in love with that person and stay with that person.
Do thick or thin.
A lot of people play games now, and that's one of the things I keep hearing from my single friends. People play a lot of games, and people just want to fall in love and live a simple life. That's it. So if that's you, then I say go for it. All right.
Yeah, choose love.
It's simple too. It's more simple than jumping from one person to the next. That's a headache. That's too much, you know. But you can find us on Instagram at DaveandTia. Alright, and that's pretty much what we have. Instagram and then our YouTube channel for now.
Hey, like, subscribe on Instagram and follow.
Yeah, follow.
Hit
and
that notification
share.
button.
In the future videos, we'll be having guests coming on because we definitely want to get into some married couples.
If you're in the Atlanta area, message us.
Couples
Email
therapy,
us.
for sure.
Get in on this.
Yeah. All right, y'all have a wonderful day. All right.
Peace.